Today we are going to the Denver Museum of Science and Nature. I would give the Denver Science Museum a 10 out of 10 for a family outing. It's educational and entertaining for all ages. Where are we?
At the Dinosaur Science Museum.
Our first stop was the Space Odyssey on the first floor.
Yay! Fiona's excited.
Yay! Straight away, you get a sense of how interactive this museum is for children. There are tons of things for them to touch and feel.
What? This is a real book?
Whoa.
Look at the Mars robot.
There are little interactive activities that kids can do tucked away all throughout this museum.
Stuff from space. This is like a real life spaceship. Look over here. There's stuff everywhere to open and close.
And not only can kids touch and feel, they can also smell the universe.
Smell the universe.
I can smell the sun. I can smell the sun. Oh, that smells good.
Ew, that stinks. Now listen. This is space-time. Space-time is like a fabric. Heavy objects move the fabric of space-time. So you will be a heavy object like a planet, and you'll see the different ways that everything gets worked whenever you stand in it. Yeah. If you stand in the middle, things will orbit around you.
On every floor, there's a toddler play area where you can get your little ones out of their stroller and let them play. And the entire time that we were in Toddler Town playing with the babies, the men were out here trying to find their houses on this big map. Now off to the second floor. So I'm a huge science buff, and I really enjoyed having the opportunity to explain things that I've learned through school to my daughter.
Every ring is like winter and summer, like a rainy season and dry, rainy season and dry. And then in places where it's rainy all the time, like Central America, there are no rings.
And even in these areas where you would think kids would typically get bored, there were so many buttons to push, things to hear, things to learn and read, that the kids really did stay engaged throughout the entire time.
Nice, you seen that the other day.
Yeah.
Compelling.
Which word? Compelling, yep.
Compelling. Compelling. Dude, Jack Rabbit. So I have a clue on you.
And for the teeny tinies in your family, this is basically a zoo. The Discovery Zone is on the second floor as well. They have an area where you can dig fossils. More of these interactive projections. Some building blocks. And everyone's favorite, the water area. Our next stop was Expedition Health. The kids absolutely loved this area. There are so many places for them to move around and play and just be kids. And then the men battled to see who had the strongest brain.
Tyler's not coming out. Oh,
He won.
How did you win?
He won fast too.
Next was my favorite, level 3. Prehistoric Journey is an absolute must-do.
Wow. This is ancient rock, 2.73 billion years old.
And it has this smooth side. Ocean life.
Microbial ocean life, 1.45 billion years old.
This is so smooth. So on the seafloor. This is so
Yeah. So those are prehistoric shells. That's Paleozoic.
This area takes you through the evolution of life here on Earth. You start in the sea. There are so many things for kids to touch and feel, and there are fossils displayed everywhere.
Ew, these look disgusting. What are those?
You move to life on land, which is everyone's favorite, the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Pterodactyls. Wow. Oh. Look at the little ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you move from dinosaurs to mammals.
What is that? We were just in Nebraska. Nebraska woodland. A group of small camels turns to flee from danger. These are small camels? Oh my god.
It's bigger than you.
That is hideous.
It's bigger than us.
Lots of dinosaur bones. Whoa, mammoth.
At the very end of the exhibit, you can see real paleontologists digging for real dinosaur bones.
What an interesting job.
Then we did the Egyptian mummies.
What is this female mummy doing in a man's coffin? Wow. This is a 2,900-year-old mummy. 2,400 years old.
That's crazy. Look, they still have teeth.
Ew.
That's insane.
Oh, they're real?
Yeah,
it's a real
that's a
human.
real human.
What happened to
Man, they look small.
Wrap them up.
Yeah.
What happened to the leg?
They wrapped them up.
The special exhibit that was going on while we were there was called The Power of Poison.
Power of poison.
I didn't really record much while we were in here. It was dark and there were a
What
lot of
makes
people.
it
It was
poison?
crowded. I don't like to record people that aren't part of my family, but it did go through a lot of the different things that are venomous, different flowers that are poisonous, where certain poisons come from. It was really educational and interesting, and they also had somebody doing a show while we were there, which I didn't record.
You've got to donate money to it to make it roar.
What if this came to life? Is this actually real?
No, I don't think this is real.
You're gonna heal the lion roar. When it roars, that means it's near to sky.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Was that worth $1? Did you hear it roar?
Yeah.
And of course, before we left, we had to get a pressed penny. It's something that my dad likes to do, and so it's something that we do. Margot picked Saturn, and Jace picked the T-Rex.